Alright, we're back with some more Astria Ascending. Last time, I don't even remember what happened. I took some time off of recording because I did notice that there was some loss of synchronization going on between the actual audio and the gameplay itself and whatnot, so I went ahead and did some research. I believe it should be mostly cleared out, if not actually all the way finished. Apparently, I had asynchronization on my capture card, which I don't really know why that would be the case. Because the last time I touched any settings in that was probably about a year or two ago. And I can't imagine that I had that on the entire time, because I didn't see it in older videos and whatnot. So I'm guessing that somehow that got turned on. I don't really understand how that went. But, yeah, so it should mostly be fixed now. We'll be able to see it more throughout, but I believe it should mostly be fixed. That being said, I believe last time we did this, the game broke because I talked to an NPC during, I guess, a story cutscene-ish part. So let's try and not do that again, shall we? Got something new for us? Or did we already speak to this? I want to say that we already did that, so I don't feel too bad about just skipping through that. How are we looking? We have a little bit of money. Other than that, it doesn't look like we have enough to upgrade on anybody. I believe there was some quest around here that we could turn in. I want to say that we did some of those before. And I have to return them in because of that one game-breaking bug, so that's real cool. Yeah, so we had to redo that stuff. That much I remember. Oh, boy. Thankfully, autosave was a little bit clutch in the fact that I didn't have to do as much as I was originally thinking I was going to have to do in order to get back all the progress that we had lost. It was still a little bit, though, which makes me think I need to actually manually save more often, which is kind of annoying. Especially with, like, autosave being, like, such a heavy feature nowadays for it to not work as well as you'd hope is kind of unfortunate. So what about the corruption? The noises were strange here. They seem to have been affected by the corruption in the air. I read something about that. I'm going to need your help again. The Harmonia Library has a magical book which is said to repel noises. Sadly, its power is getting weaker over time. If you bless the book, it should regain its power. The three places of power, sometimes mentioned elusively, but I'm sure you'll find it. The first one is located beneath Harmonia, surrounded by the coldness of the earth, so presumably within the sewers, I'm guessing. The second one is the Libra Temple. Well, we don't even have access to that at this point, so awkward. Third one is where the Havelians take flight in Harmonia. Okay. Underground passage, the Libra Temple, and then I guess all the way up here where our Havelians chilling. Yuna, I don't think has anything to say to us at this point. I think we've done everything we need to for her. It's not considered the Havelian port? I guess not. There we go. Presumably it's up here. Oh yeah, uses. I'm back, and I eliminated the noises. Bravo. Yes. When did my training start? When you've proven to me that you're more than just a clown. Rude. So turn around and go and take out even more of the monsters. Understand? Yes. She's not exactly easygoing. Wushus are not easygoing. They strike, they break, they fight back, they never back down. Above all, they shut their traps and they obey orders. Go on, get it. Well, okay then. Maybe because I don't actually have the thing equipped here, it's not actually gonna work. Or maybe because she's here, maybe she's covering something. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so it kind of shines in the background. Good to know.
I'll give it my all.
Okay. Alright, so that's one of 3 locations down. Libra Temple and then the underground passage. I'm gonna assume that the underground passage actually means like a different location than the sewers itself, and they're not just naming it differently. Is there anything else quest-wise we can do over here? Find the bracelet fragment at the Blazing Fields, we can do that. Resident Stone at the Grand Canyon, don't have access to there yet. Grand Canyon, don't have that. Find the treasure at the Pisces Temple. Now this has been a minute, like we've had this one for a minute, yet the last time I went back to the Pisces Temple, I'm pretty sure we didn't end up finding anything, although I believe I have to turn the water off or something along those lines in order to make it happen. I think that was the general conclusion that I had come to. I want to say there's nothing really else in here. Well, it did say we need to go to the Blazing Fields, so then we can get that one bracelet piece. But I guess we could go ahead and check out the Pisces Temple first.
Ah, found something. Yeah.
We just immediately load in. She say that she found something? What? I forget how they use the map. Awkward. Triangle, yeah, okay. Okay, now it shows there's like 2 different treasure chests in this area. Although I think that's in the area where it's like, oh, you can't actually go here just yet. Or something along those lines. There's always like the one guy in each temple that's like, oh, you can't actually go this way. So then we kind of just end up walking past it. So we are at the point where our people are leveled up enough for the Pisces Temple where our free explorer ability on Yulin allows us to insta-kill them. But also by insta-killing them, we're getting more and more resources, but we don't actually have to outright fight them. Unless we actually walk into them, then we can fight them. But we're supposed to be basically, from the game's point, so over-leveled for this area that we could just one-shot them. Yeah, like that. And that's why we can insta-kill them. I mean, I can see why some people would say that's like kind of broken or whatever, but I mean, if you're gonna one-shot the enemies anyways, you may as well just immediately get rid of them, right? That way you don't have to sit there and just keep fighting them over and over and over again. This is the door we just came through, right? No, this is the second door going through? Okay. Now there's a treasure chest down to the right there, if I'm reading the map correctly here. Because we should be around this door right here, so down and to the right, so. It makes me think that I actually need to play around with the water situation over here, assuming I'm actually able to do so. Because it's saying down to the right for the chest there, but the only way I can really think of it is through manipulating the water, assuming I can even do so in this area. This will lead us to this room over here, which does have a chest. But then there's also a chest down there. Maybe I need to hit, like, maybe it's a certain sequence I need to hit first. Like, maybe I need to get access to this chest over here, which then, through some means, allows me access to ones in other locations. It seems like if I had a double jump, I can get over that, although I believe we already have a path over that way. That dude actually tried to run at me. As if he's not gonna just get one shot, but you know, every time I press the wrong button, man. Okay, so the treasure chest in here, in theory, is like right above the starting position, it looks like. I wish it had an actual marker for our character in here. It seems so very strange that they don't do it. I don't understand. I mean, the map is about as simplistic as it gets, so there's that. I thought this was actually interacting to me shooting it. Maybe if I use the fire version? No. Okay. I think I just got an achievement for spamming the fire. Okay. Yeah, sure. It says there's chests in here, and we have a quest that we got very early, which would seem to suggest that we would actually be able to do something within this area quickly. However, as of so far, that doesn't seem to be the case. You would think you'd be able to access everything that was in the temple originally with what you got from where you were at that point in the game, unless they actually expect you to get stuff and then come back to it. So we're missing one. We missed one chest all the way over here by this teleport. Interesting. There should be a teleport right in front of us here. Perfect. I want to say this is the prayer room. That seems to be the farthest one. Every time she says found something, I guess that's maybe her reacting to the teleporter, maybe. Oh, there we go.
What could it be?
Okay, so we did actually find the chest over here. I'm gonna assume that other chest that we're seeing in there is... I want to say it's behind the one door that we can't actually access yet. So now that we have this, who we need to bring this back to? Bring it to Naboo at the Harmonia Tower. Okay. Which I believe we need to go this way in order to get to. We had a few days off from recording this, so I gotta refigure out all my surroundings again. NPCs just feel different in this game. And then you look at that, and then you look at our harpy lady there, and you're like, something different. You're back. Where did you find the treasure? I've never seen anything, so I imagine this artifact is as old as those manuscripts. I'll make an exception since you did all the work. I suggest you keep it. It'll be more useful to you than it would be on our dusty shelves of our collection. Thank you. I better go and see Iggy. He's in the Harmony Orchard. Okay, we should have an actual, teleport to that location, so that's fine. I don't remember that area being very large anyways, and then naturally I went to the wrong area. Alright, make that twice in a row. Feels... There we go, okay. Look, the manuscript led to an ancient treasure. Incredible. It looks like one of the instruments from the myth of Campbell's. You come back and see me later when you've made progress. I know someone who can help you look into that. Okay, I guess that means we're actually done with his quest line for the time being. See if it actually marks it off for us here or not. It did. Okay. Lazy teachings, just kill more things, can't do anything on the book, corrupted claws is at the Virgo Temple, of which we don't even have access to. Shattered bracelet at the Blazing Fields, now that we can actually do. Well, in theory we can actually do. There's like 3 different teleports, presumably in this area, based on those question marks that we haven't actually accessed yet. So that's kind of interesting. There's a chest straight up in the Shadow Realm over there. Okay, so that presumably just means a room that I haven't actually gained access to as of yet. I'm going to also assume that this door right here is like the very beginning of the area, which is why they have that teleport there. It's been a minute since we've actually been here, so I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say that's the case. Looks like we're actually not high enough level to insta-kill these guys.
Wild.
So, let's see what we can do about it. I think Omni Umbri was the one that we wanted for you. I want to say it was... Oh, yeah. Oh,
Learned
yeah.
your lesson?
That's why you grab every Omni skill in this game, because this game loves to spam you with like infinite amounts of enemies and mobs, and if you can't deal with them quickly, then you're gonna get very quickly overwhelmed. Now we do have the Raider ability on, which means that it'll reveal any chest within the entirety of the location. So we know that there's no treasure chest in this area, so we can kind of just run through here. Although one of our quests did require the kill a good amount of noises here, so we'll just go ahead and keep clearing these guys out. Quick, easy kills, and it helps our quest progress, so why not, right? I don't think we actually get that much experience from these guys anymore at this point, so we're not really farming up too much.
Leave it to me.
Oh man, this would have been a good guy to token, except I don't have my token man ready.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just gonna kill him.
That?
Assuming I can even hit him being the thing. What are the chances that you miss on every molt?
Why?
Yeah, alright. Well, that's definitely not what that was supposed to do, but okay. Clear, I guess try wave.
Yes!
I was thinking an AoE maybe would do it. Yeah, so I guess he's got infinite dodge or something, and that's actually just your chance to get a potential token out of it if you're lucky enough to have your token man
I'll
equipped.
take you all on.
Interesting. I guess you outspeed her now? I'm not really sure why that would be, unless you're at a speed tie at the moment. Maybe that's it. Because she had always been attacking first before our Wushu man there. So the fact that he just now decided that he wanted to attack first was kind of strange. We're still in the same area that's got no more chests, so we'll go ahead and keep going.
Okay, it's on.
Presumably the bracelet that's talking about in the quest, I would assume would be in one of the chests lying around. I forget if the wolves absorb this or not. No, I think it was maybe light that they absorbed, something like that. I remember there was some elemental they did. Didn't think that was gonna kill. Oh, really? You lived by 7 HP and then you dodged. Oh, come on, man. I'm getting trolled here. Remember when that used to be a deadly encounter for us? Well, I don't know that specific mob in particular, but whenever the wolves would start spamming reinforcements, that was certainly something.
My turn. Feel clear.
If they want to keep feeding me free kills, you know, by all means, keep throwing them at me. And we did actually complete that quest step. It wouldn't even surprise me at this point if she was like, go out and kill even more enemies.
Focus.
My turn now.
We don't see you guys all too often.
Look. Nice.
Well, it looks like we're still a little more prepared than you guys are for this. Everybody's actually faster than our captain now, apparently. I mean, she is like the tankier of the group, so they probably slow down her speed more than anything. Not that you would really expect like a sorcerer to be slower than them, right? Okay, then I guess we're just gonna get immediately jumps coming in here.
I'll take you all.
But by you guys of all people,
Why?
My
you
turn.
guys have no chance.
Feel clear. Great work.
There's something shining on the ground. I'm gonna assume that this is the bracelet that we're looking for here. I guess we just hit him with an Omniforce.
Why?
My turn now.
What? You missed? What do you mean you missed?
It's over.
Alright, that is the bracelet we were looking for. Go talk to the dude in Uptown. Do we even have Uptown? Swamps, Temple, Harmonia Town. Is Uptown an actual location, or is that supposed to be in the... You know, I just don't know. We're missing so many areas in this place, though, that we gotta be missing something. Now, this area, I remember that we couldn't actually make the jump over to that spot, at least not yet, which makes me think that we actually need to come back to this area later. We probably have to come back to all the temples at some point, would be my guess. So that leads us back to where we just were. That one takes us over there, which is there, which is all the way over here. Apparently there's a chest just out there in the nether. Other than that, I'm just gonna assume that we can't do anything else here at the moment. Bracelet, go back to Uptown. place, I guess. Not exactly where I was thinking we were going to come out at, but that's... Here's the uptown, okay. So it's not actually counted as a location on the world map itself, but it's within one of the areas in the world map. Alright. Here's another piece of the bracelet. Good. It seems that some demigods are still able to do a job properly. Well, keep on training like that. Come back and see me if you get stronger. I still got a couple of things to teach you, understood? Are you going to tell me what's going on? I think you can draw your own conclusions. A Kiska bracelet, ornately carved, don't need to say any more for now. Well, it looks like he's already ready to talk to us. You and someone from the guild has a job for you. One of their customers has disappeared. A man named Mander. They want you to find him. He was last seen near the Taurus Temple. This is like 3 different temples now that they've talked about, yet we don't actually have access to them yet, so... It also doesn't even count as a new quest for us from the looks of it. Lazy teachings. Oh yeah, we just need to go back and talk to her. Alright, well, since we're here, we may as well make sure that we go talk to her. I'm here. I did what you told me. And when are you gonna take me seriously? You know what a Wushu's worst enemy is? Anger, pretension, a lack of training. I want to say I literally can't pick a lack of training. So I'm going to say pretension. Hello, so Wushu's worst enemy is pride. Pride is a mirage that blinds you, which maddens you, which makes you believe that your life is worth more than your mission. I want you to confront my pride. Confront what? My pride is waiting for you at the Cancer Temple. Destroy and come back and see. Alright, that's like a 4th temple now that we don't have access to, that they insist on giving us the quest to do so for, which I guess just means that we're proceeding more through the quest than maybe what they originally expected. Alright, we checked out about just everything else. Let's go back to the tower entrance. Then we can go to the heights. Make sure we save before we go into the heights, so that way we don't have to do all of this again, because we can't have that dying on us now, can we? You know what? Even throw it in a new save, too. Why not? How's our SP look? Can we get anything off of this? We have a decent amount. Maybe we can find something for this. I wouldn't mind them extra stats. 70, we have enough for it too, by 10. Not really sure how good those are. I think I was working towards thrust originally, that sounds right. Block is interesting, 10% chance, not much. It's 1 for 1, decreases strength but increases magic by 30. I guess that's if you wanted to become like a harnesser or something, one of the other main jobs that we originally didn't pick for our captain here. So we're going to start working our way towards thrust. The question now becomes, what do we want out of this? Yeah, you have 0 agility, you have 0 evasion, your accuracy and your luck is kind of insane though. I think we go with agility because you're gonna get hit anyways, but you're a tank, so that's fine. Agility, if that actually equates to turn speed, then we could always use more turn speed. 85. We should be able to do something with 85. Is I working towards Invoker? Is that what it is? That would make sense. Umbroid could work as well. Haste is... I don't really know how well haste works here. Monster bait, I don't think really matters. Maybe Invoker was what I was going for as well. Because Invoker, we actually have our Cosmo breaks now. I don't think we've actually been able to use it as of yet. But all of them are supposed to be really good from what I remember. 156? What are we saving for here? MP saver? Okay. We want this defense or legend, because that's gonna give us like max magic damage, or at least max magic damage that isn't like a summon or like some specific extra OP spell sort of thing. Our summoner, you kind of just exist. We did get Omni Cure for you though, so that's nice. This Cosmo stuff, I guess, is probably worth it. Because then you can switch your Cosmo around to whoever you want it to be on. Invoker is probably better though, just so that way you can fill it quicker and then trade it over to other people who need it more. MP Saver, always. Okay, so we're pretty much good on that. We already did the save. Where did it say? Assocaites? Alright, don't talk to the NPC in this area. Leave that man alone. Before, you know, we get soft locked.
Now then, where is the culprit?
Do we not have Migmies to guide us? I swear those things are never around when you need them.
We'll have to feed them more of the Harmelin to wise them up.
Nobody should overfeed themselves on the Harmelin.
The Migmies do what they can. Let's continue our search.
I remember we can't do anything to these guys, we kind of just gotta run into them.
Let's fight.
Okay, so you have level 2 dark magic. Oh. MP drain hit.
I'll take
Do
you
you
all.
do damage and steal by MP? You're gross. Alright, well. Oh, you guys actually have some HP to you, okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Not when I'm done with you.
My
That was
turn.
about half health on each. That's not bad. Presumably, if you're used to level 2 dark magic, you're not gonna, you know, be weak to dark magic. Unsurprisingly. I don't think you have light magic. How about you just light her on fire? Yeah, that works pretty well. Turns out fire just solves everything. Give everybody the chance to, like, heal up for a second. Not that we really sustained that much damage yet. Now, where are we? Some ice or water is probably going to be good against this guy just based off of the elemental look that we're seeing here.
Leave it to me.
We are getting some high rolls on some of our stuff, which is always nice. Wow, really? You're faster than my sorcerer and my captain? Alright then. Don't talk to that man. Absolutely, I remember that much. Oh boy.
Just as I thought. Nothing but noises from the Zeph town of Ranta.
Hey, it's our summoner Astria friend.
Well. If it isn't the withered, sorry excuse for a demigod.
That's a little rude, don't you think?
Nothing can stop what is happening, especially not pathetic demigods like you.
Well, okay then.
Wait!
Proceeds to then run away. Yeah, okay. What, are we
Time
gonna
to
have like
fight.
a 10 transformation
I'll take you
Astria this
all.
time? I do remember that when we were fighting the
Yeah.
Ares. I still can't believe
Like
it
that?
that we had a 5
turn.
transformation boss that early. Like, what? Thankfully, we were more or less prepared, but that could have gone sideways real quick.
No way.
I refuse to believe that my people are actually this slow to the fact that these guys are able to do all of this. I'm gonna hope that Omni Ice actually is a weakness here. And it is, alright. Absolutely destroyed. Get owned.
Let's fight.
My turn now.
I don't know how much we necessarily actually need to keep our mana up so far. It seems like it's always getting replaced, at least within these story fights. So it seems like we're able to just go ham and be alright with it. I've been trying to conserve it a little bit, but it looks like we don't actually need to within this story setting.
Great work.
not talking to nobody in this area. Forget that. No, none of you are. None of you get some soft walking me.
Come forth, my guardian noise. Show these fools
Probably should have healed up my max
might.
HP a bit more. Hopefully you did that for me. Otherwise, well, we're gonna be a little worse off from where that ends up being the case. What am I even looking at?
My turn.
Well, I guess we can test if you're weak to dark or not.
Feel fear.
Neutral to dark.
I'll take you all on.
Alright. Yeah, 15k-ish HP. That's not what you want to see. Alright, well, see if you're weak to physical or not, or immune to it. You are. Love to see that. Just a straight up regular attack. Fine with me. How about fire?
Fire.
Neutral fire, too. We can try scan, although every time I've tried scan so far, it hasn't actually worked. Yeah, I mean, why do I even scan? Why do I even try and scan? Why is this an actual skill if it never works? We did get the slow applied to him here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows how many transformations this guy's gonna have, though? This seems like far, far too easy right now.
Ice.
Just keep checking out all the elementals on him. Eventually, we'll end up figuring out what we want out of that. Go ahead and throw some regen on our dude that keeps getting targeted for whatever reason.
I'll take you all
They just
on.
really like targeting him. Courage, increase strength by 20% for 3 turns. That's, I mean, that's not bad.
My turn.
So now you got regen, you've got
Wait.
a strength increase. Our dude should be hitting pretty hard. I was wondering when the Omni attacks were gonna start coming out, because you know that they're not gonna just let us get away. Wind is still neutral as well. Regen, we can just keep casting regen on everybody to start getting their HP back up a bit more here.
Leave it to me.
Keep the slow applied to this guy. We are making quick work of him more or less so far, which makes me just think that he's gonna have a lot of transformations if his HP is going down as much as it is.
Look. Look. Like that.
Ow, rude. Alright, we haven't tried Talum on him yet. You resist Talum. Okay, well, definitely don't use that then. Go ahead and use our tank to heal everybody up a bit.
I'll take you all on.
We'll probably just use this because, well, you should be close to it. If you're going to transform, it's going to be soon. So we should heal everybody up originally while he's not absolutely freaking out, so then we don't have to worry about it as much.
Feel the fear.
We can always switch in Echo or our Summoner in order to get rid of it. Thankfully, he threw the stun attack at one of our people that actually has the stun ring on him, so he didn't actually make use of that.
Let's see.
You are immune to lightning. Good to know.
Thanks.
Leave it to me.
Again, with another slow slash here, so that way we can punish him a bit
My
more
turn
in the
now.
turn order. We're just gonna keep throwing heals out here, since we know that transformation's gotta be coming soon. He did end up missing, so we don't even need to heal for that.
Water.
Weak to water by chance? You are weak to water. That's it?
It's over.
That was easy mode, what? That was
Got away
nothing.
again.
Man, you go from the Ares
It seems
Astria
as
to
though you
that,
know
and
that man.
it's like, what a strange
Alessia,
power
you know him
spike
too, don't
into that.
He might be our son, Leonard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but he sounds just like him.
I have my doubts as to whether it's really
All
him
the
or not.
demigods'
It's been 6
children are
years since his
becoming
death.
villains? Who could have seen this one coming?
Then this man must be nothing more than an imposter. No major concern.
Of course, right.
We were told of Leonard's death in a letter, but we never actually saw his body. So, we can't actually rule out the possibility that he's our son.
Somebody making sense for
Why
once.
didn't you confirm his passing? This is your son we're talking about. I think any parent would want to see their child's body, no matter what bad blood there was.
You pathetic pescers know nothing of my family's business, even more so a childless one.
I don't need a child to know how one normally behaves. Such knowledge is commonplace in a world filled with harmony.
Shut up! Not another word!
Goddess, you know!
Collapsed. Backhand.
Goddess, you know!
Collapsed.
Backends!
Oh no! We must hurry!
And we're supposed to be concerned about that because no, we just gotta assume that we gotta be worried about that. All right then. Well, looks like something that happened to you know while we were chilling. Can I not ride the? No. Can I not ride the express? Okay, maybe I can trick the game into letting me out of this spot. I thought it was gonna lock me in that position. I was gonna be upset. Thankfully, that's not the case. We actually found, yeah, what I assume to be another workaround. We need to go to the council room? For whatever reason, it never lets me use that side door. There we go. I guess I need to enter it through a specific actual location change. That's so weird. No, because this took us back over here. I need to get to the Arcadium. Is that what it is? Because we're in the council room right now. Yeah, Arcadium is Yuno's room.
Goddess Yuno collapsed. She has to take priority.
Collapse for what?
Goddess Yuno.
She's just been telling
We
us
heard
to
you
do
collapsed.
everything.
Are you okay?
Enough harmony has been corrupted to render my existence difficult to maintain, I'm afraid. Should this trend continue, I will cease to exist.
Oh
Cease
no,
to
except
exist?
like you
We can't have
barely
that.
even exist in the story so
Indeed,
far.
we cannot.
So,
In addition to serving as the embodiment of harmony, I'm also a censor of sorts for the Arbiters.
A censor?
The Arbiters are able to gauge the state of the world based on my condition.
If you cease to exist, what will happen?
yeah, please explain that to us.
The Arbiters will no doubt make an executive decision over which I will have no sway.
Well, whatever happens to the world, I don't want to see you leave us, Your Holiness.
I'm sure Amerio would be happy to hear something like that.
You should be too. Seeing you smile would lift me up higher than any Oasis could
Alec
ever hope to fly.
being the straight up simp that he is.
You have my thanks, Alec. Demigods of the 333rd Company.
Alright, they need
These are
to
trying
chill
times for
over
all of
there.
us.
I didn't think I would
And no
have to
matter
turn that
what may
off.
come of them, I want you to. And I sincerely hope the
Usually
rest of the
people
world
aren't that
will
talkative,
ensure your
but that's
names
fine.
are remembered for
It
the
paused
ages.
while I was doing that, so you guys didn't actually miss
Your
anything
Holiness.
as a result of that.
Let's make our way to Ranta. I'm certain the noise we fought in Zeft Heights came from there.
Ranta? Have we
Things
actually
appear to
even
be
gone to
following a
Ranta
pattern.
yet?
It's practically a given that Ronta's in trouble.
Arpeggio, Alasia, I do not care what kind of a man your son is.
Well, I care.
That's her balcony. Did we get a good amount of SP to make anything here? Thrust is 80? Really? 108, we gotta be close. Invoker's 150, alright. quite enough there. Poker 150. We can actually get you another support slot, then we can get to Invoker and then MP Saber. We're starting to clean up on Alex stuff, in which case we could probably leave this alone because it seems to only be stats. And we can check out some more of the Wushu abilities themselves. For our Thief, I think we're looking for MP Saber as well. Yeah, very close. Getting close to the Fencer Legend as well. I guess we'll start working you towards the cosmic stuff. Like, I'm not... Maybe we just save for Invoker. Stats. Don't really need all these stats. MP Saber on our straight up mage is probably worth it. Okay. So not enough for any of that. Ride him to the city. That's fine, we'll just walk over there. Council room, head all the way over to the right. We can ride our Havelian over to the city. And we should actually get access to another temple with that. Which, considering we've had all these talks at temples, it'd be nice to actually, you know,
This
gain
mission
access
will
to
carry
them.
far greater weight than those previous. Prepare yourselves, demigods.
Yeah, I'm itching to slay anyone or anything that stands in the way of harmony.
Alec, I fear your motivations are not what they should be.
Give me a break. We've only got 3 months left to live. Now come on, let's do this.
The Ranta incident?
Forgive me, sister, to subject you to this when I was the one chosen.
I should be apologizing to you. This glory rightfully belongs to you.
Still.
The Cizel family name will not be dishonored. By bloodline right, I will gladly bear this burden.
I understand. I just feel bad this is happening to you.
Promise me, please. Promise me you will recover and lead a long life. And that as the head of the Sizzle family, you will devote that life to seeing harmony thrive in Ranta. I will see to it that Dras Cizel's commitment to his people and Crest Cizel's sacrifice as a demigod will bring new glory to the family name.
So I guess he was originally chosen, but she ended up taking his place? Is that what I was supposed to be getting out of that? Now, well, it looks like somebody doesn't want us getting in. I guess that's what you want to do when you were just getting shot at. You definitely want to go back up in the air. Injured? The man never even got
Do you
hit?
know where we are?
I recognize this place. We Zeft simply call this the Grand Canyon. Ranta is in that direction, but it's quite far. All bridges and paths have been destroyed.
My Migmies use this box.
Well, we're in a real bind now.
Everywhere's crawling with enemies of harmony.
There is a route we can take. Follow me.
Find a way to Ranta City. Now, the Grand Canyon is actually a spot where we had multiple quests to do. It looks like we might actually just have one right here.
Let's go wild. My turn.
What are you? Counting fauna? Is that what that's supposed to be? Say you had 3k? No, you had 3k HP. Okay, I was like 30k each. I was like, wait a minute.
I'll take you all on.
That seemed like a little much, but you know, We've had 5 transformation fights in the game and whatnot, so you know, maybe 30k isn't all that crazy. So, you guys hate fire by chance? No? Alright then. That gonna be enough to clear? It would have if she actually landed that. Okay, slow doesn't really mean anything to us. Easy enough. Crystal Chaos. So we did end up getting a quest there. It is nice how they make those all nice and shiny for us, so that way we actually know what the fight's supposed to be looking like.
My turn now.
What even are you guys?
Yeah.
I guess you're a modified version of the Manticores that we were fighting back in the forest from the looks of it.
My turn.
Always nice when you get a 5-hit on the multi-hit, and then they get crits on top of it. Oh my, phew.
No way.
Damage doesn't actually matter to us because we'll just heal through it through just walking around the area, so we're not really worried about taking damage unless they can outright knock us down to the point.
Wonder what's inside.
Needing a revive. Other than that, we got the life core, there's a door right there. There is a chest all the way down and to the right over here. We've got quite a few chests just chilling around here. Wow, there's a lot of chests. They did say it was going to be a far away place. We'll keep that door in mind, but we're going to go ahead and ignore it for the time being and just keep heading over to the right way here.
Let's do this.
I'll take you all on.
I wish we still had a better use or a better AoE on our guy here, although he's supposed to be like heavy single target damage is what I'm generally getting from him. Yeah, you guys know Earth magic. I'm so scared. Maybe if all of you guys targeted the same person, though, like chill with that. Man, she really has like no HP. Maybe I do need to give her some more, just like another HP stat growth or something. This should take us, so if I think this is where it's actually showing me, then yeah, okay, so the chest is somewhere below us. Not too far below us from the looks of it. We did get the preemptive strike. I guess because we're within the cave itself is why the actual display here is much darker than what it just was. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's just kind of fire. Alright. Fire still works. When in doubt, kill with fire.
Getting stronger and stronger.
Looks as though it should be like down there where the water is. If that's the case, though, then there might be a device around here that allows me to move the water around, which if it does, that's probably where the chest would be. Kind of like a death worm or something? First hit.
Like that?
200 grit.
I'll take you all on.
Alright, that's a little rude, don't you think?
Hey! Nice!
Take those crits all day, every day. I don't actually remember what curse does to us.
Why?
It might just be like a stat reduction thing. You're immune to fire. Alright, fair enough, I guess. That wasn't enough to kill? Wow, you are a disgusting enemy. You've got so many stats effects. What if you just didn't, though? I guess our tank doesn't have stun resistance? I thought I gave her a stun ring. Maybe not.
Let's finish this ASAP.
Oh, you're fasty. Of course you strike the one person that doesn't have a stun ring. Like, really?
Leave it to
Everybody certainly bulked up a bit here.
Why?
You got level 2 force magic. So we're starting to fight more people with level 2 magic. So I guess that's about where we should be in our own magic tree then.
Missed me.
How do you miss but then still apply the debuff? What sense does that make?
I'll take you all on. Look.
So I guess it... Okay, I need to run past that one quickly. Good to know. I believe it should respawn by the time we get back over there. If not, we can always just run through the door and presumably reset it.
What could it be?
$3,000. Oh, deep. Alright, so we came through that area. We got the chest over here. Looks like that's just going to take us back to the Hevelian port over there, and there's no other chest over here. But I guess we'll make our way to that door just to have it marked out, I guess. Maybe there's a teleport or something over there it's not showing me. Or it could just be nothing. There's this area here. Okay, just there for the trolls, I guess.
Time to fight.
It didn't show anything extra special within the area, so I was like, maybe it's trolling me and there actually is something here through that spot there, but no, it's just a troll location, I guess. I really wouldn't mind tanking up my sorcerer and our explorer there a bit more, because both of them could be using a little bit more HP at the very least. We went very heavy on the mana and whatnot, so it's not too surprising that there isn't much. There was the teleport over here. That would take us back to the Hevelian port. We could use this as just like a free excuse to get our mana back, which isn't honestly the worst, but I think we're fine without it. We'll explore a bit more. Okay, alright, I'll just jump over it. I was like, this should be fine to just walk over, right? If we're just walking full force. Nope, apparently not. Oh, jeez. Whenever it respawns you, it locks you into place a little bit. So when you actually go for the jump, you're kind of locked into place, which can, you know, make it easier to immediately just fall back into it. Kind of a strange decision on their end, but yeah, what do I know, right? Alright, so we did hit the teleporter in this area. We have not gone through either of these doors just yet. So we'll go ahead and go through this one first while we're here. Where does that put us? There's another door over here. No chest, though. That did hit him? Alright, there we go.
Let's finish this ASAP.
Alright, so you're weak to fire. You're weak to... And then the other two, you're weak to ice. Is that what it is?
Why?
I'll take you all on.
So our explorer seems to be more or less like the jack of all trades of our party. And like, she's got a little bit of AoE, she's got some physical damage, but she doesn't really excel at anything necessarily, which is fine. You're still alive? Just barely, but you're alive. We run out of mana so fast when we have to keep using all our skills that cost like 20. Didn't say there was anything else in that one. I believe this door is just on the other side of the bridge here that was destroyed. That appears to be the case. That's fine. Were there any chests over here that we're missing? Apparently there's one just all the way out there in the nether, which who knows when we'll actually get to that. So we can, one of these doors led over here, so that was on one side of the bridge, this is on the other side of after we get over the bridge, so we want to get over here, which has those chests. Okay, alright. Still wish that map was better, it's so plain. I mean, I guess it more or less gets across what you need to know, but I would have preferred a more detailed map. Like, some games go really hard on the map, and to the point where, like, they're actually hard to read because there is so much detail. And then you've got maps like this where there is, like, basically no detail, but I guess you get the most basic of what you need to know out of it.
Ready.
A wave should clear both of these guys out, except for when you miss.
My turn. Here.
Thankfully, it seems like we're in a pretty okay spot in terms of our levels and whatnot for this area, so we haven't been too worried about the actual encounters here. Most of them are definitely don't seem like as deadly as the last location. I mean, like with the wolves just infinitely spawning more wolves and whatnot. Now that was like way more concerning. And all the AoEs that the enemies had in that area, and then the enemies that were single target were doing like good amounts of damage.
No way!
Still don't think we've ever seen Doom actually activate in terms of it insta-killing us, so I'm really not too concerned about it.
Fire.
Usually the fights will end before Doom ever goes off. If an Astria or something has Doom, then we'll start to get real concerned.
Wonderful.
But for the time being, Doom kind of just exists, only in name. There is a chest in this area. The question is where in this area.
Let's finish this ASAP.
Did get the preemptive strike, which would basically just mean a free encounter for us at this rate.
Nice. Hey. Hey.
Double crits, love to see. We don't really need your slow strike, just if you would do damage. Go.
It's over.
I guess that's another reason to get the MP whenever we get the chance for the stab boost, is all of our MP restoring items are based off of percentages. So the more you have, the more you'll actually restore. So with that, you may as well go hard on it, just so that way you actually make a good use of it. Just go ahead and give everybody a little bit there. Maybe use an Omni Ether to clean up some more. And we'll keep looking on for this chest here, which is somewhere around here. The chests have actually been giving out like free upgraded weapons for us, so ideally if we can find it, we'll go ahead and attempt to do so.
My turn.
Also gives us an excuse just to like check out the area, see if there's anything extra special. Or any quest related items. As we've seen, we've already gotten a few quests out of the way here. And we know there was quite a few in regards to this area. You really live with 1 HP, get out of here. Thanks for critting on the guy with 1 HP, you know, it was really needed. Alright, there's our chest, and it's actually booby-trapped, of course.
Okay, it's on.
Well, that's kind of concerning. Good thing we got all of our mana back before we went into this.
No way.
Ow.
My turn now.
Alright then. Guess get the multi-hits going here.
Like that? Why?
You're resistant to it. That is not great. Okay.
My turn.
I would imagine that you're relatively strong against Dark, in which case we'll go ahead and just hit you with that. We did crit him. How about Omni Nix? How about that? Good enough to Eviction! Don't get rid of my sorcerer. What's wrong with you? Round me the wave. We can use the Esto.
Didn't work.
Of course, that, you know, when it misses. Maybe we'll just, you know, relegate you to just being our baby healer for the time being.
I'll take you all.
Right, you're still good against physical. Although if we use the drain attack, maybe we'll get some decent HP off of it. We got 300 HP. For what HP we have, that's actually not bad. How about fire? Presumably you'd be weak to life, right? For whatever reason, our sorcerer is just resisting getting removed from battlefield right now, and I'm absolutely a fan of it. He should be close to dead here.
My turn now.
Alright, honestly not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. If they kept like only spamming Omni, or their Omni attacks, then it could have been so much worse. But thankfully they didn't, so it kind of just worked out that the AI was being dumb in that regard. We did get the Resonance Stone, which we did need from the Grand Canyon as well. Beautiful. Maybe at the next teleport location, we'll go back and just claim the quest and see if we actually get any good items from it. So we're in this map right now. There's a chest over to the right of us to look. Alright, what are the chances that you're booby trapped here? Like the other one?
What could it be?
Nope. We got some robes. Presumably that's a defense item for our white mage there. There's a path down into the left there, which leads to a chest. We'll definitely check that out. Just get an idea of where the door is for this location.
Focus!
Leave it to me.
I do wish our explorer here had a bit more, just like a bit more skills. I mean, she's very like plain Jane right now, and I could use some more stuff. Although once we go through more of the temples, we'll actually get access to more of the main jobs, since that seems to be the way they do it. Like, we only seem to get the main crest, which we need to get the main jobs from exploring the temples. I was thinking we could do them all at once originally, but yeah, no, the game still was very quickly. That was not the case when I did a few of the main jobs originally, and then nothing really came of it. It looks like I need some type of power in order to make this. Like, it looks like I need a glide or some sort of, like, air dodge or whatever you want to call it. A glide, maybe. And of course the chest is over there.
Chris, have you returned home since you've become a demigod?
So these guys are talking, which presumably means that we're gonna go into a fight or something here.
I've been fighting with all of you this whole time. I've had no reason to return.
My apologies, demigods, I'm not allowed to let anyone through. Alright then, it sounds like we've got to work our way around him. There was so many treasure chests over here, so maybe that's why they don't want us going in there. Where does this put this at now? There's a chest actually behind us from our door location.
Let's go wild.
I got stun immunity, baby! For once, he actually attacked the person that has stun resistance.
My turn now. Nice. Look.
We're almost done with the main class. Not the main class, but our base class, in which case then we can start checking out our main class and see if it's got any good stuff. Because the only thing we should really be missing at this point on our base classes are more or less just stat upgrades, which at that point I would rather have access to more of the abilities. Because we'll end up picking more stat boost up along the way. The fact that you're just chilling in front of the chest there makes me think that it's gonna be like a slightly harder encounter. Although I could just jump over them, but we'll make sure we have just a little bit more MP on us, just in case something goes wild
Okay,
here.
it's on.
You got a little more enemies here, but other than that, I'm not really concerned based on the fight here, especially when we have the weaknesses available for them. And we actually know what their weaknesses are. So Omni should just get rid of most, if not all of them. If that's the case, we can pump all the damage into wave here, assuming it hits with maxed out wave. That should just get, yeah, that hit for, you know, 3,500 damage. Now granted, we used all our focus on that attack, so if they didn't die, that could have been an issue, but they died, so it's all good. We got the chest from this area, so now we're just looking to proceed through this location. Alright, well, good thing I gave us a little more mana, considering it looks like we're going into a fight
We're
here.
almost at Ranta.
Tell us, Chris. Is there anything we should know about the Zephs?
I would imagine it would be quite rude of us to not know the king's name at least.
The Zephs have no king. We have a ruling council long maintained by 3 major families.
Ah, of course.
The Zaragan, the Roxy, and the Sizel. I belong to the Sizel family.
Oh.
After my father fell ill, I took over as head of the family from a young age and helped govern the town.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard story that we hear quite often.
My younger brother Dras was then appointed as a demigod, but he also mysteriously fell ill shortly thereafter.
almost like it was intentional.
So you
or something.
succeeded him as the next of kin.
Exactly. With my brother as head of the family, I became a demigod in his stead.
My husband and I chose to bear the burden together.
Hey, you worried about the town, right? Then let's get going.
I am indeed worried, but unlike the Oasis or Arctons, we Zephs excel. The current heads of the families all go way back, and their bonds are as strong as Zeph's scales.
We'll see about that,
If the
alright.
enemies of Harmony have made their way here, the families will no doubt have vanquished them.
Ah, yes, just like every other city that we've gone to has done that as well. Oh, wait, they did it. Alright, map-wise, no more chest for us. Alright, fair enough, I guess. We're probably about to enter the city anyways, in which case we probably don't need to head back and restore everything, but we may as well get the quest cleared while we have the opportunity to do so. Checking all around here, making sure we get them all while we're here. And then maybe we'll throw in a manual save after that, just for the sake of that way we don't have to do that all over again. Not that it was like a huge hassle or nothing, but I'd just prefer not to backtrack through it if I didn't have to. Alright, so where's the quest actually say? The bracelet's done with, the stolen thief. We remember her, she's somewhere within the actual tower itself. I talked to this dude in Harmonia, which I believe is in one of the areas that we're next to, that we have to go through the Migme here in order to get to, which I believe is the Octane Valley, or the Arctane Valley, whatever they want to call it. It looked like that dude in the picture, more or less, but... Well, lit? What? Okay. Thought for sure it was within that area. Well, I guess if we check all of these areas, then it'll eventually be in one of them, right? That's how that works. The Migmies must be very good in the Jester games. Whenever we did have that one Migme card, it actually was, like, pretty good. The Zep type. Alright, you know what? We'll just go back to the tower for the time being. We'll get her, maybe we'll find the other one along the way. What the heck? You're at the Arcadium, I want to say. No, you're at the council area, I guess. Now it's not going to let me go through the elevator, excuse you. Alright, so we want to go to the council room, but we don't actually want to go in the council room, we want to talk to you. We don't want to talk to... Huh? Does it not show you... At the marketplace? Okay. Marketplace? Okay. Of course. Was I not already at the marketplace? Where were you hiding in the marketplace then? Oh, my... Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Look. Lucky the demigods are around to help us with the most basic request, you don't say. Building the repulsor is going to take some time, but could you give Net my things? I was just there, you nerd. It says I could talk to him, but it wasn't letting me. There we go. Megtur sent me. I found this on some very aggressive noises. Can you do something with it? Oh yes, give me a minute. I got just the thing. This won't take long. There, I'm sure you'll know how to use it. You're lucky to have found such a substance. Sometimes hate and fear concentrate form unique crystals. So this can be useful to us. That's very interesting. They got me on all sorts of fetch quests here. Go over here. Now go over here. Wait, go back to here. You know, it'd be nice if there was a little bit less of backtracking. I feel like that's a pretty fair thing to say. Alright, now I'm here. I'm back. Did you miss me? Not a bit. Did you help the craftsman? Of course. You have so little faith in me. A demigod should set a good example at all times, at any time. Your presence here goes against everything. Steal from enemies, steal from outlaws, but don't touch the honest folk who people this land. I know. Fine, I'll start harping on. If you ever choose a different path, come back and see me. That'll depend on your mood. I spent my life training the demigods and studying their combat techniques. I know you'll be back. Okay, now we actually need to go back to the Arcton Valley. That's it. We want to go to Central Plaza? Is that it? Yeah, because then we can go over here. Now we can go back to the Arcton Valley. I was just, I was too ahead for my own time. So that's what we can make with the substance. It's beautiful. Of course you can keep it. It'll be more useful to you than to me. The substance is so rare the dealer had never seen it. I was right then, they were special noises. When they were described to me, I immediately thought of the mage monsters of the old days. Anyways, thanks for the help. Don't hesitate to come back to me if you learn more about magic. Though I doubt you will. At your age, you don't really learn anymore. Roasted? Pretty sure it just gave me a weapon that I already had access to at this point. I think we already have better than it, so kind of unfortunate in that regard. All of these, I don't believe we actually have access to at the moment. That appears to be the case. Supposedly, we've got 30% of the side quest done at this point, so we're making good progress in that. So this should take us back to the most recent teleport. Never mind. We want the Ranta entrance. Yep, now we should be able to go through the door, and we'll be in the city from the looks of it. Yeah. I won't let any noises get through here. I'll protect you. Yeah, I'm sure you will, until you can't. You must be exhausted after coming here from Harmonia. You're welcome to get some rest. How kind. You don't mind if I just randomly walk into your houses, do you? Welcome to Ranta. Try not to swallow too much sand while you're here. I mean, good advice, I suppose. Not really, the thing that immediately comes to your mind, but yeah, sure. Got anything for us? Please take your time. Okay, so you're a potion seller, eh? Potions. Omni, either plus 50% for everyone? It's so expensive, bro. Like, it's too expensive. Like, 30%. Like, I could straight up buy 2 of these, and I would still get more MP and pay, like, half the price. So it's really if you only want to use that inside combat. Which, unfortunately, there is reason for that. Full revives, it's expensive, but I mean, if I really need them, then it's an option. We need an Angel Kiss Plus to get full party revives. That'd be nice. Panacea, it's so expensive, but it's not. So, what do you do that the Remedy doesn't? Unfocus and Demote, is that the only things? That seems to be the case. And it looks like you have level 2 stones. But I don't think we can actually make use of them is the thing. I think we need to pick a specific main class in order to make access, or make use of them. Look at you trying to hide in the corner. Don't tell anyone I'm here. I ran away from home. Don't worry, I'll go back eventually. Copium.
Welcome.
We'll buy a few Omnis while we're here for the sake of just having a few on us.
Safe travel.
Oh, well, okay then.
Well, it's just as you've said, Chris. The town hasn't been destroyed.
You see, I was right to trust the families.
Oh, they don't need the
But this
noises
still
to
doesn't
break
change
out
the
in the
fact that
city.
noises here showed up in Harmonia. And based on what's been going on elsewhere, the town's probably where the problem is. I know you trust your people, Chris, but let's check things out ourselves.
I always intended we do that. But first, I'd like to introduce you to my brother. Follow me.
Alright. How's our ascension tree looking here? Can we pick up a few skills? We can't actually pick up thrust now, which I'm hoping is actually doing the damage that it says it will. Block isn't insane at a 10% chance, but a 10% chance of taking 0 damage is never bad. It's just not very clutch. We can't get Invoker. Yeah, but 192. What were we waiting on here? Invoker as well, of course. MP Saber? Absolutely. We need that for you with all your multi-attacks. We can't actually pick up MP Saber for you as well. What next do we want for you here? Sport slot? Not the worst. These are all stats down there. It feels like our thief has like surprisingly few amount of unlocks. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. It just seems like his setup really doesn't have a lot to it. Wouldn't mind extra support slots. This would be the quickest way to get to it as well. These are all stats over here as well. They are. Support slot, stats. I guess we'll hit this. Never mind, I don't have enough. Feels bad. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm 1 point off of getting this. That's so troll. Whatever. We're 2 points off of this. I'm getting trolled right now. Come on, man. MP Saber on our white mage. Yes, absolutely. Of course, we have to go and actually equip those support slots, which is kind of annoying. You'd think they would auto go on, but I guess you have to have actual support slots in order to make it happen. So Raider was finding chests. We'll keep that. You're not really ever blocking at this point. You're kind of just spamming Omni magic, so we may as well give you the MP Saber there. Mute Shield is never bad. It's kind of like, it's probably worthwhile just to keep that on you. MP Saber, Fierceness is OP when it actually activates. Support slot, we can give you backup now, so now you got a 10% chance to get free action at the end of the current turn. That's pretty good. 10% chance is not a high activation, but when you can get it. Oh yeah, we definitely need support slots for you, because a lot of your stuff is support capabilities. So we have Cautious, show Trap Chest. Really don't care at this point. The Trap Chest have never really been an issue for us. Invoker, maybe when we actually make use of the Cosmo breaks, it'll work out better. MP Saver is never bad, although you don't actually use that much MP yourself. Once we get Fencer Legend, I believe they called it, then we can switch that out for Fencer Master, in which case we won't need that. Although I guess if I get them both equipped, then I don't have to use the most broken ones because they cost so much more. MP Saber versus MP Synthesis. I think we just want Summoner Legend and Summoner Master. Assuming I can have both at the same time, which I can. Which means that our Summoner can actually be, you know, an actual Summoner. Now feels good. Our White Mage is going full on support. Extra 20% extra magic healing, and then reduced cost by 30%. So, like, you're set up for the long fights already. Which is probably going to go well for us. I'm gonna go ahead and save it right here. We're gonna continue going on. I'm just saving it right here because after getting soft locked by the game that last time, I don't trust it. Enter the weapons shop. I don't mind if I do. It's been a minute. You won't find any finer weapons anywhere.
Well,
I don't believe you. These are just never worth it. Like, +2 is fine, but at 30,000 a pop, yeah, no thanks. Iron plate is +5, +2, +1. That's not bad. It makes us weak to dark, but we get straight up immunity to light if I'm reading that correctly. So that is definitely worth it. Give me the 2 of those. This armor. We already have this armor on us, or at least we own it. We just don't have it equipped yet. Similar to this one as well. 3 can make use of it, but we may as well look for the best set of armor if that's going to be the case. Makes us immune to earth, but weak to ice. I don't think all too many enemies have actually used ice against us, so I think we're okay to grab that. Nobody can make use of the Conson. Alright, fair enough. We do have a leather cap, which these 2 can use. The helmet, our tank already has, although our Dark Mage can actually make use of it there. Not our Dark Mage, but our Dark Knight. Except this one's better. So we'll go ahead and grab 2 of those. The crown, we could throw on our sorcerer, but don't really make too much of a difference. Go ahead and grab like 2 of those, so that way we can apply those. We don't need the hats. The bronze shield we can actually give to you, which will make you slightly tankier. I don't hate that idea. +10 magical defense. It's more defense. Yes, please. The buckler, we can get the 3 of them for another +4. It's fine. You can actually pick up some new weapons here, in theory at least, assuming any of ours can actually use them. Which, so far, is not looking to be the case. Finally, our mage can pick up something new. Go ahead and grab that. Probably should wait to buy the weapons before we actually go through the next area, because they generally tend to give some of them to us. But we'll go ahead and pick some up regardless here. Mostly just because we have the money at the moment to do so. +23 strength, -18 magic. I kind of like the setup that we have here of having just more or less averaged out strength and magic on you. We can turn you into more of a physical attacker, but I think magic is just stronger in this game so far. These look like it would be for our alchemist, which we don't have. That's presumably the assassin that we didn't choose. And something else. Okay. And for our white mage, it would give you another 23 strength, but you lose magic. I'm not sold on that.
Save.
Alright. Go ahead and switch everything over here so that way we actually make use of all our stats that we just bought. Our rings are fine for the time being. So we should more or less, after all of this, be up to date. We didn't have an extra necklace for you, so we just went ahead and threw our defense ring that we found on her. Get the buckler, get the other crown. Conra, okay, so everything's just worse there, that's fine. We don't even have a shield for you. Supposedly we can get you a shield at some point. We just don't have access to it yet. Everybody's bulking up a little bit. You'll have to see that. I don't got nothing else for you either. We didn't buy that sword for you because I like the setup we have going on right now, so that I'm not too worried about their look on you. Our summoner definitely tanked up as a result of all of that. I probably should be selling off some of our old gear just to make up for a little bit of extra money, but so far it hasn't been an issue for us. I didn't check farther into the shop. I guess I should take a look at it, considering that one lady was hiding out in the back. Alright, nothing else. I didn't generally expect much. It was more so like just in case. Dude's built dip. I like my Harmelon's juiced. It's more refreshing when it's hot outside. Cool. Cool story, bro. Are you here to hunt, baby? We get 1550 XP, 12 skill points, 1 Ancient Guardian token, so we can actually use this guy in the Jester game if we beat him. There have been reports of a moving rock in the Grand Canyon appearing only when the sun is blazing. Can you take care of it before someone gets hurt? Maybe. Sure.
We'll get it done.
Noble families from Ranta have been complaining about Harmelian shortage recently. We normally get deliveries from the Harmony Orchard, but lately it seems like fewer and fewer are being delivered. We suspect someone is stealing the harvest before it can be shipped. 20 XP, 2750 experience, and a token presumably from beating them.
Leave it to us.
Well, we'll have them equipped, and if we run across them, hopefully we'll be able to take care of them. I mean, from what they originally made it sound from, like, the guild, was that they were going to be relatively difficult fights from the sound of it.
How lovely to see you, Cress. And are these the other demigods, then?
They are, Mother. This is our leader, Ulan.
That's your brother? Oh, okay.
And here we have Alec, Arpeggio,
If you say so.
Alasia, Caden, Echo, and Dagmar.
I must say, all we ever see here are the other Zefts. So this is quite strange.
Oh,
But all of the
thanks.
tribes working together like this speaks to the power of the harmony, doesn't it?
So, Mother, where is Drass?
He's with the others. Your brother's had his hands quite full as of late.
So he's completely cured then?
He's certainly stronger than he was.
And what of the noises? We saw considerable destruction in the Grand Canyon.
There are noises here, of course. No different from anywhere else.
Mother, we're in a bit of a hurry, so would you mind telling us where Drass is?
He should be back soon. Say, would anyone fancy a game of
No.
Jester while we wait?
No. Please, I don't want to lose any more Jester games, man. It's been too long.
Oh, would you like to challenge me?
I guess we're
How
playing
delightful.
Jester now. What did I do to deserve this? Okay, well. Okay, it's practice. You know what? We're not gonna lose. Master! What do you mean, Master? Okay, well, good thing it's set to practice. No, well, I can't lose anything if it's set to practice, so I guess we're fine if we go like this, because something tells me I'm gonna get absolutely wrecked if that's the case. What the heck, man? Double weak. I don't know about the whole double weak going on here. One resist, one weak. I can hide one weakness. That's fine. Hidden is spooky because you don't even know what they have. That dude's immediately gonna get wrecked, though. Of course. Thankfully, we can steal you right back, although I don't. When I have a stronger resistance, not really. This is about as good as that gets. So we'll take him back here. There should be no way he gets that back. We can switch you around to the point. That'd be a neutral, you're a resist, but you're like a 6, so there's no way you don't take that. And if you're neutral and I'm 2, we should win that. Get absolutely destroyed, bird. Of course, I don't get anything. You're considered master? Yeah, okay.
You scaleless creatures do not know your place. I'll have you know that I'm the mother of Dras Sizel, the head of this family. You ought to show me some respect.
You're the one that challenged me. What?
Mother, what's gotten into you? This isn't like you at all. Mother.
These days, I'm not myself when I get worked up. I need some time to rest. Please, leave me be for a moment.
Are you okay?
I believe Dras can be found at the Virgo Temple. He and the others have been meeting there recently.
Okay, so we're getting access to the Virgo Temple now. Which I believe we did have some quests for there as well, so that works out. You got anything to say? Which mean you want the old version of her back? Well, sounds like something's going on here. We talked to you already, we did. Go through the door, that leads us back to here. Okay, so maybe that one guy that originally said that we weren't allowed through, maybe we end up fighting him, or maybe he moves out of the way now or something, because they didn't really give me much to go off of here.
The Virgo Temple is just up ahead.
Cress, your mother just now. Did it look like she was without harmony to you?
She said she left Dras to us. Perhaps she knows something we don't.
Cress!
Racer.
You're heading to the Virgo Temple, right? My husband Urvos should be there. Please tell him to come home, would you?
He's with the council, isn't he? It's town business. You'll have to wait.
Oh, so you haven't heard then?
What are you talking about?
My husband stopped eating the harmelon because of Dras.
What?
Seems like, you know, be a bit of a running theme here.
Once he was cured of his illness, he no longer felt the need to eat the fruit. And then Urvos followed suit thereafter. He got angry, cried, laughed. He was overcome with emotion. I was terrified at what he had become.
Cress, your mother was the same.
If you're that frightened of your husband, perhaps he shouldn't come home then.
Okay.
I've left out some information. My apologies. I should have known I was speaking to a Pesca. My husband is Urvos Roxy, head of the Roxy family of the 3 houses. His name carries considerable weight, and I cannot allow him to sully it.
Oh. Reza, thank you for the information. We will do what we can with Urvos.
I place my trust in you, demigods.
As if you had anything better to do?
Way heavy, but we have a job to do. Let's head to the temple.
Yes, you're right.
Please, do something about my husband. His name is Urvos Roxy.
You have mentioned that, like, multiple times now. Thanks for that. Find a way to the Virgo Temple. Well, presumably the guard that we had originally ran into is still there guarding.
Please, do not speak ill of my land.
Holmes? Still that chest over there. I don't think we can actually get there. Wasn't the guard over here? Your apologies, you're still not allowed to let anyone through. It looks like we have an actual invisible wall over here, so I guess we can't actually go through there just yet. Would have thought for sure that would have been the case, but okay.
All the peoples of this world have their problems.
I don't suppose they're gonna give us
Why do you say that
access
with
to this
such delight?
over here.
I'm not happy about it.
Really not sure what they're looking for so far. I guess there's that door up there, assuming I can get to it.
go wild. My turn.
We did pick up some new gear and whatnot, so we should be hitting at least a little bit harder here.
No way.
Don't really need to waste anything on this guy. We did enough damage in our initial assault there. So we want this door right here, because that door I haven't actually been able to access just yet. This looks like it feeds through there, which would be feeding into this room over here. Is that correct? It is. Alright, we just never checked out this door originally. We were like, yeah, we're gonna keep going this way, and then I forgot to come back to this door. That's okay, though, because we're headed there right now. Which actually leads to the Virgo Temple. Alright, well, you know, it's just that easy.
I'll take you all on.
Certainly wouldn't mind more.
Like that.
More HP on these
Leave it to
two.
me.
Like, it doesn't seem like it should be bad, but then you look at our tank and our Wushu man, and it's like it's so much lower. Although they don't have their main classes, so maybe they're missing some stats by not having their main class available to them.
I'm not one to complain, but the temple is farther than I thought.
That just means there's more fun to be had along the way.
Right, more fun, of course. So apparently 3 of our people actually have their Cosmo break at the moment. I don't remember how we actually activated, but we got 3 of them, so going into a fight with 3 Cosmo breaks is probably pretty good. Which I imagine is what this is gonna be.
So, you finally come, demigods.
Not the voice I was expecting you to have, but I don't like it.
What are you doing here? Ressa is worried about you. Go home and be with her.
When I gave up the Harmelon 2 years ago, I grew weak. I distanced myself from family, and I became filled with doubt. But now that I understand and trust in the power of dissonance, I wield the power of chaos.
He's gone to the dark side.
And with
Oh
all
no.
of us here, the time is ripe for change. I have rejected the Harmelon and stupid family honor. I'm tired of living in a world that truly doesn't care.
I mean, kind of
Is it
base.
so easy to turn your back on everything?
Easy? No. But my resolve is as hardened as the very scales that line my body.
Ervos, I have known you for a long time. Ressa wishes me to bring you home, but I do not want to fight you. If you do not abandon this nonsense, then you will die here and now.
Cress, only those strong enough to do what is necessary say such things.
Yeah, I mean, you knew this was coming.
Okay, it's on.
Okay.
No way.
Of course, all the armor sets we just picked up made us weak to Earth, which naturally all of them decided that they wanted to use Earth now, so that's cool. Do you not have access to your Cosmo? Like, do I need focus or something? How the heck do I use my Cosmo break? Man, I guess I should have looked that up in like the tutorial or something before this happened. Ah, well. You guys weak to, I don't know, dark by chance?
Feel fear. What was
Now,
that?
one of
My
you
turn
actually
now.
resisted as well. Okay. We can't have you just keep draining up for the time being. It says you have 18k? Right. A sorcerer? Okay, yeah, no, sorcerer gotta go. I did 1,000 damage, too. Phew.
Ow!
Rude. You guys weak to lightning by chance? Yeah, neutral. Rust, we should just keep throwing heals out to people, especially you, since you're so much weaker right
That's
now.
how it's done.
Oh, weaker? Yeah. So the sorcerer definitely gotta go.
Leave it to me.
So you guys are like, These guys are essentially fencer equivalents based on the attacks that we got going on here. I don't really need your drain. You could go for a weak point though, because if you end up getting like a crit on it or something, you might just wreck him. Yeah, I mean that's, you know, 2k damage.
No way!
Did get a miss there, which is good for us. Omni-Nix was neutral. I mean, if they're using all Earth attacks, presumably wind would be good. Or not, we'll just keep throwing the heals out here. Regen doesn't seem good in this game. Like, it never procs enough HP regen to be worth it compared to, like, the damage that's done. The straight up heal always seems to be better. We'll just use Omni-Force because everything's been doing neutral to resisted damage otherwise, which if that's the case, we may as well just go for the other stuff. We'll use multi-hit. I'm gonna assume at least one of them hits this guy here. It was enough to clear him out. Now, it'll be interesting to see if he ends up calling in reinforcements or not, because if he does, that could be annoying, and if he doesn't, then life's a bit easier on us. How you guys feel about ice? You straight up nullify ice? Well, hate that for me. Okay.
That's how it's done.
Our tank can take a few more hits, and she's really not being all that targeted, so I'm not too worried about her.
Why?
I'll take you all on.
Keep the multi-hits coming.
Like that? Why?
This dude just kind of like resist everything, huh?
Ow! No way!
So we tried ice. How about fire?
Ready.
Still more or less not resistant, but still only neutral damage.
Phew. Thanks.
My turn now.
Should be able to use drain and potentially kill this guy here. No, I did like nothing. Kind of wish I actually knew like the calculations behind how drain actually works, because we hit for like 1,000 at one time and then we hit for 165 there. Maybe it's based off of their physical resistance, maybe? How's the wind do? Neutral, that's fine. Keep using our tank for the heals. Go ahead and throw one on our actual tank ourselves, so they'll be fine for a bit. So you resist all of our physical attacks. Interesting. Well, if that's the case, we should probably switch you out then, although you are being just fine for tanking up hits from him. So we'll probably go ahead and use up the rest of your...
Leave it to me.
Ah, there we go. That's how we use it. We press up on the thing. I was wondering why there was a triangle just chilling up there. Deal a huge amount of wind? Why not? We also get to see it. I mean, it certainly looks cool. It really didn't do all that much damage, honestly, but I mean, it's still probably better than regular. Fire was like neutral too. We can always keep building this stuff up as well, so it's kind of just us nuking him a bit here. Had we used this originally from the beginning, if I figured out how to use it earlier, we could have killed off his minions quickly, and then focused him down a bit more. We are kind of like wrecking him right now after that though. Like, yeah, we kind of just did a lot of damage. We have yet to try out Thrust, so let's see how well Thrust does here.
Didn't work.
That did 2k damage, and that was resisted as well, so Thrust is actually very strong. See if we can get the slow proc on him there, which it looks like we did.
My turn now.
And now we can just multi him to death.
Why?
Not quite because of the resistance. The fact that he missed once, but yeah, we're pretty much in control of this fight. Really not too concerned on this one. Unless he's got some transformations or something, which in this game you never know, so.
It is my time, but I will not become a noise.
Forgive me, Ressa.
Oh, well, okay then. Presumably after a fight like that, we've got some stats to throw around, right? Block, not quite yet. Support slots won't be bad. Nobody's really got that much to them. I thought we would have had more after something like that, but I guess... Although we only needed so much for you to get Fencer Legend, that much I remember. Let's go. You actually have 170 available to you, so we can go ahead and get the Invoker for you as well. Which actually makes sense on our Summoner, because they just want to keep spamming the cosmic stuff, I'm sure. It's not all too much we can go with for you on there. Echo, what else do we have available to you? Conversion is not the worst, although we've got so much. Restores 5 each turn that we're... Omni? Always Omni? Okay, so we'll work towards Omni. Everybody's probably more or less healed up as a result of that. Alec actually has his Cosmo break now. Of course, you know, like after the time I would have realistically wanted it, sure. Oh, man.
Now to focus on the Astray. I once
Doctor,
again ask for your help,
hold on.
everyone.
I didn't think we were going into
I feel like I could explode.
All right, well...
If it helps clear your mind, then go ahead. The Astray of the Virgo Temple Shala will relieve you.
I didn't mean to fight this. I was trying, you know, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have at least given myself some mana back. All right, well, guess we're doing this now. Okay, well...
Let's go wild. Leave it to me.
Of course, after I just burned everything too. Well, presumably you're weak to wind magic, I would assume then? I guess this would take you out of combat, so you want to begin attacked here. That's honestly not the worst.
Blow strong.
I'll take you all on.
Of course, you don't have any mana now because you didn't know that this was going to be a thing that was going to happen. We may as well use an Omni Plus just to get everybody's back up here. I'm not sure if it's actually going to apply to the blade we just sent in the air, and it doesn't look like it did, so that's unfortunate. Fierceness did get applied there. We have Doom equipped to us, which is fine because we can always get rid of it through like our others, or not our others, but our, I think we have some panaceas on us.
My turn now.
You are straight up immune to physical damage is what that looked like, so that's great. 70% chance to inflict poison is honestly not the worst. Did we get the poison proc though? We did. Alright, that's all I was looking for in that regard. We can keep spamming Arrow, because Arrow is going to keep giving us that extra damage, which potentially is going to proc the fierceness, which it did. So that's some good damage. Defense break on our tank, and that hit for like 300. That's not ideal. That removes status effects, but it doesn't remove debuffs. Okay, good to know. Go ahead and just heal yourself up then. Since we have the taunt, I think at least.
I'll take you all on.
We have the poison applied. There's really not much for you here. Inflict stun on all targets, that's pretty meh. Alright, so we want our Fencer here, because our Fencer actually has access to magic that we want. I think that's generally fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Leave it to me.
Doom is being applied right now to our Sorcerer, which I hate the idea of. But I don't think it's too bad for us. How's Dark look?
What was that?
I forgot to put on the Fencer Legend or whatever that we just got, so we would have had access to even better damage. But, you know, I also didn't think that we were going to be fighting the Astray immediately after that fight, so, you know, that's my bad, I guess. Ooh, wow, that just hit for 788 damage. Okay, well, hate to see that. Not even gonna be able to heal back all of the damage it did. Jeez.
My turn.
I mean, I guess we have you throw a heal on her too, just so that way she doesn't die. Like, holy, what? Alright, well, at least you lived through another attack. Oh, this sucks. This should have been our 100% like upgraded stuff. We want the wind blade. Do we not have the wind blade on us? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's like level 2 wind blade as well. We definitely don't want our sorcerer dying here, so we do need somebody to cleanse that off of him at some point, unless we can outright just kill this dude. For only being a 50% chance, in theory, of it proccing twice, and has been doing it quite often there, which I am absolutely a fan of. Does clear work on Doom? It does. Oh, fantastic. So you're at least clear to the Doom status. Go ahead and heal you up just a little bit.
This ends now.
We'll just use the regular blade on you because we want to save all of our damage for our sorcerer, considering he does all of our real magic damage, unsurprisingly. And absolutely blow this dude up. That was free. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, you know. Of all the Astria that we fought, that was pretty easy.
You're looking as young and vibrant as ever, my dear.
You just watched us do all that, I guess.
Now it's my turn to ask for your help.
Well, okay then. Did we get a main crest as a result of that? We did not. Alright, that's kind of unfortunate for us. SP-wise, can we do anything with this? Getting close to that support, but not quite yet. Blossom, 5% or MP return, that's not bad. Omni Water would at least give us access to another Omni. Omni Wind would not be bad either. So there's something else over here I was really looking for. That's like level 2 magic. That's not bad. I do have to pick this up before I can get access to that other Omni. We're going to put it into your defense because your defense is basically non-existent. Omni Arrow, that would have been nice for, I guess, the last fight. Not that we really need the AoE aspect of it. So I guess not the worst off. The MP Saber I do want for you because all your skills that I do like are expensive. +1, it's just, it feels like such a sad increase, but I guess it's actually not that bad. Your evasion is like non-existent in comparison to the rest of your stats there, so I guess we'll go ahead and throw that in there. We do need to make sure to apply the Fencer Legend here. And then we'll absolutely need MP Saber when they cost, what, did it say 4 times as much? Yeah, at 4 times as much, we definitely need the MP Saber. As for you, just barely not enough. Conversion, not the worst. We want Omni, yes. That gives us another use of an Omni, which never hurts. Alright, abilities before I completely forget to throw them on here. Not that. Yours is fine. Alec, yours is good as well. We don't have enough room for all of your skills. You! Upgrade to level 3. I mean, I guess we use it just to upgrade from 2 to 3, right? And then we got Invoker. And that's pretty much the only thing that happened there in terms of what we actually need to apply. You know, that's probably a good stopping point for this episode. We're already getting close to like 2 hours here. So that's probably good enough for this one. So we make progress. We ended up getting into the Virgo Temple. We've got some storyline going on here. We ended up fighting the Virgo Astria. And, well, you know, we did 2 boss fights more or less back to back, so not too bad of progress in this episode, especially considering the last one stole so much progress from us. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.